The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Packers and the Vikings coming up next.
Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't you hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
A wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This will be fielded at the 17. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know They want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, no.
And now, as with every potential turnover, it's his. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joseph Osai. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers under pressure, and they got to him again. Joseph Osai, his 2nd sack of the night. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, Amari Rodgers, complete. An incredible play there. They do get good yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They go play action here. Mon. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with 6, this one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers, and this is going to be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd long.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the 2nd quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
And they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, here's Mon. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? From the 29, Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Fielded just inside the 20. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Covered a lot of ground there, 81 yards on the punt return. And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Marching back onto the field now, Davante Adams and company getting set to go. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he's giving his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll throw now on the final play, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Second down and goal. Mond. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And they have made this look easy. And there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier. And
rush coming, and he's taken down. Za'Darius Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Now Mond. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Throwing left side, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run now for Nwangu. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Here's Nwangu. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 57 yards rushing for him now. That was his 10th carry of the ball game. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead. But these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Kene Nwangu saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's go. There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rodgers now on first down. He'll find DeGuara complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Now Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for him today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schleprock, got that black cloud over their heads.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Handoff right side to Wangu.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And they will take a knee here. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And that'll set them back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.